p.m. Council of the City of Denison now convenes in a regular session. Tonight's invocation will be given by Vicki Gaskins from the Rise to Time Ministries.
Thank you. Will you bow your head with me? Lord, we want to start by saying thank you for the many, many blessings that you've given to each one of us. We thank you for life itself and for eyes to see the life that's renewed in this special season of new beginnings. I thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and for the honor of serving others and you. We thank you for loving us the way that you do. And you said that we should pray for the peace of our city, that it might go well with us. So tonight I speak and declare your peace over Denison and those who live here. You said that we ought to obey the governing authorities since you've established those very authorities to promote peace and order and justice. So tonight I pray for our mayor, the various levels of city officials here, the council members, and others assembled as they govern over the matters that are before them. I would ask that you would enable them to lead well, and with your wisdom I ask that you create strategic and divine relationships that will develop the next generation of leaders for our city. I pray for there to be a renewal of passion for serving others in our community so that others will stand beside these that you have currently placed in leadership. So when the time comes, there are new seasoned leaders ready to step into place. I pray especially for them to be righteous men and women with a hunger to please you and not man. I want to pray tonight for the families of our mayor and the city council leaders and ask for blessings over them for the sacrifices that they make for this city. I ask that you give each one here a sense of rightness to perform their duties well and a joy as they do so. I pray for the agenda that's set before them today, and I ask that you give each one of them the knowledge to govern in a way that will benefit all who live and work in and around Denison. And then I ask that you give them the courage to follow that knowledge. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda item number 2, consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I move for approval of the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Have a motion from Councilmember Gott, second from Councilman Spiegel. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Agenda item 3A, procedural report on and an update on the Youth Advisory Commission, the Youth Advisory Summit. Ms. Jones.
Mayor and Council, we were able to bring 4 of our youth advisory members to Abilene for the Youth Advisory Summit held by TNL every year. And they're here to give you a short presentation on what they learned and some of their goals for this year.
Good evening. Before we get started, I just want to thank Ms. Johnson for this, sorry, a little bit frazzled, I didn't know we did this first thing. I'd like to thank Ms. Jones, Mr. Rex, and all of you for sponsoring the Youth Advisory Commission. It's an amazing privilege to be able to do this and a great opportunity to serve our community. We've got great members focused on bettering the community, and we're hoping that throughout this year we'll be able to fulfill some of the things that we're looking to do. I kept it short and sweet, so first things first, I'm just going to go through what the summit was about, some of the stuff that we did. The ACT Summit teaches leadership skills to students looking to improve their communities and the lives of the people in them. The summit brings involved youth members, far-reaching ideas, and accomplished leaders together for an inspiring and transformational experience. We had the privilege of listening to several speakers and presentations that they gave throughout the summit. It was a range of topics, mostly focused on leadership, but again, like I said, it was a privilege. The opening speaker was Beanie Wiley Jr. He was the head strength and conditioning coach for the University of Tennessee, Texas Tech University, and Dallas Cowboys. Really great man. He focused on overcoming some of the difficult situations that we find throughout life, personal development, how students can work toward a better community, and several other things. Daphne Brookins was from Fort Worth, and she set up several youth leadership academies and work programs for people that are for people to escape poverty and find jobs in the community. She focused on the dilemma of poverty and how it affects the communities. Steps students can take to help implement youth programs in their own towns, and how to prepare at-risk youth to meet the challenges of adulthood. The commission is looking to get in touch with her to see if we can partner with some local businesses and or the I forget the name, I'm sorry, but very good woman, and she gave a very good presentation. Last person was Jeremy Meek. He focused on transitional versus transformational leadership, how to adapt to changing environments, and how to challenge colleagues to push themselves. And next will be our vision for the future. And I'll go ahead and hand this over to Andy now. Thank you.
Well, our vision for the future is to establish and cultivate local credibility through community projects and volunteerism. Collect funds to be used for future projects through YAC-sponsored fundraisers, and enlist students of all backgrounds inherently interested in the betterment of our community. Weston didn't give us a lot of time to prepare for this, but
That's what
I didn't personally go to the summit in Abilene, but I've heard a lot of good things from Weston and the others that went, and I think YAC is a good thing for Denison to do.
Jackson.
I'm Jackson Schwickenberg. Some of the future YFC projects that we plan to do is to kind of join up with the National Honor Society to help clean up Martin Luther King Park, which is the north side of Denison. Just different volunteer work, including some for the Denison homeless shelter. Create like a Denison small business inquiry handout, and enlist more students to enroll in YFC.
Again, I'd like to thank everybody. This is really a great privilege, and I know that you probably all don't want to be dealing with high schoolers in your free time, but I appreciate it.
All right, first of all, great job, yes, great job. Your name is Weston Hawkins, right? And we got Jackson Switchenberg.
Sure.
And I didn't catch your name.
Andy Adame.
Andy Adami. And there's how many in your whole group?
We have 5 right now, but several of them can make it ahead of some extracurricular activities.
First of all, kudos to you guys and the other two for stepping out and being in the first class. You know, it's a new program. We had one, how long ago was it, Carrie?
About 10 years ago.
10 years ago, and it kind of went to the wayside, and so you really didn't know maybe what you're getting into, so now you're the cheerleaders for the next group of trying to recruit more people. To your comment of we don't really want to listen to high schoolers, actually we do a lot, and every citizen matters. Obviously you recognize that, but man, fresh ideas come from people like y'all. We all have our own experiences, we all have our life phases that we're in, and sometimes my wife will tell me I think like a high schooler, but I like to think that I don't, but that perspective is important. It's important that we understand kind of what you guys are thinking, because at the end of the day, we're really about one thing, making this a better place for all of our citizens to live. And so the things that we do every single council meeting is try to position Denison to be a place that when you graduate high school, you go to college, or go to trade school, or go straight into the workforce, that the Denison that you want to live and raise your family one day is one that we can make decisions on every single week. And so your ideas and your involvement in that early on is important. You know, so kudos for you guys for being here. Council, Any other comments?
Good work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And if Carrie gives you any problems, we all have an email. Thank you all. Council now go into executive session pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code to talk about contemplated litigation of 715 West Sears, Boat Ride versus City of Denison, and the Mobility Zoning Board of Adjustments appeal. Also discuss deliberations on economic development negotiations with Intex Development, Holly Jolly Homes, and Inside Development. Time is 6:11.